Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Aries in mid-December 2020. What is going on, Aries? How are you guys doing? I hope that you are doing well. All right, friends, we have made it. End of the year, end of the road with 2020. I'm sure, like myself, many of you are very happy to get rid of this year and just put it in the rear view. But regardless of how you feel about it, I hope that you right now, Aries, wherever you are in the world, you are happy, safe, healthy, and secure. Please continue to take very good care of yourselves and those that you know and love at this time. And of course, happy holidays to you. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Winter Solstice, anything you're celebrating. If you're getting together with family, friends, again, take those precautions and be very careful. But overall, I hope you have an amazing holiday season. Ringing in the new year also possibly. If you're doing anything, again, be safe. But again, I hope you guys have a good time if you're out there celebrating. I might do something for New Year's here on the channel. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see. But regardless, let's just go ahead and get into it, Aries. Anything you want from me, it is already in the description box, friends. So if you want the timestamp, it's down there. Information on how to purchase a personal reading with me is down there. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, the link for that is down below as well, all right? Let's get into it. I want to see messages for Aries, please, in mid-December 2020. Mid-December 2020 for Aries. Messages for them, please. Okay, and that's like directly underneath me, so 1 second. Alright, Aries, I apologize about that. Your card fell to the floor just like that in reverse. Let's get some more messages for you before we start the reading. What else is going on for Aries at this time in mid-December, please? Show me. For Aries, mid-December. Alright. Ha! Saw that earlier in the pre-shuffle. Alright. One more. Okay, there we go. Alright, Aries. So you have got 5 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Wands upright, and the Magician. Very cool. Magician, secondary major arcana for Virgo and Gemini. Could be dealing with either of those signs or not at all. It does not matter. It is a general. So, uh, it's, it feels like Aries, you or someone you're dealing with, it is a general, so it can go, vice versa. Take it all with a grain of salt. It's up to your interpretation. It's up to your discernment. But it feels like somebody's like done with the bullshit. Done with the pity party, done with other people's pity parties. I feel like there's a real sharp 180 turn away from despair and loss and grief, or the ignoring of somebody's pain, unfortunately. In some of your cases, it's not for everybody, but in some of your cases, this is a dynamic between 2 or more people, and someone is being isolated even more than what they already really. It didn't land right beneath me, but I gotta move all my freaking wires out the way. Come here. There it is. So as I was saying, oh, that's in the upright. So I feel as though somebody in the situation feels really, really crummy, really, really bad, either about themselves, self-esteem. This is coin, so they might be feeling they don't have enough money or enough status or enough possessions at this time, but like feeling materially insecure, right? But I think it's deeper than that. I really feel someone feels like they're useless, they're helpless, nobody loves them. That type of energy is coming through. Ooh, or in some of your cases, not in all, this is your inner child. That's very, a little nuanced. It's not for everybody. Not everybody comes to tarot for that or with that in mind, or an awareness of that. But if you're kind of in that ballpark, that might fit for you. And all in all, whoever is in this energy, whether it be you or someone you're dealing with, Aries, I just feel they feel isolated, iced out, left behind, abandoned, right? And it's a really crappy feeling, because that's not the true. It's hard to tell this person or whoever is in this energy that that's not true, because subjectively, from where they're experiencing it, how they feel about themselves, how they feel as compared to other people that they know, that they're close to, that they're related to, that they love or whatever. From where this person stands, that is the truth. And as the outside person coming into this energy, I just see a lot of hurt feelings. I see a lot of someone not knowing when someone loves them, not really able to accept that love is available for them because they've never learned it properly. Okay. And so there could be like a, no, get away from me. I'm terrible. I'm worthless. I'm ugly. I'm poor. How could you ever want to spend time with me? Why would you even think that I was anything worth, it's like worthiness. Like this person struggles with worthiness. Okay. For some of you, it's not for everybody. And again, for some of you, just, for some who are on this inner child, working on that stuff, because it's very important to just about all of us, that's how you feel deep, 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 deep down inside. Okay, so this is either someone you're dealing with or it's something that resonates within you and it might not go recognized. Like, I'm also getting this is a friend or someone you might be interested in dating or that you've been spending time with, a new friend, and you're going to come to learn this about this person, Aries, that they really had a rough go of it when they were growing up, or they've been in terrible relationships, terrible friendships before they met you. And out of that came a pretty broken person. And I don't really like using that phrase because I think it's kind of insulting sometimes. But that's how they feel about themselves. They feel broken, right? So this Five of Coins, even though it's in the reverse, especially if it's someone outside of you, because I think their energy is turned down, turned on its head, in this reverse position, as compared to somebody else's energy, right? So this Two of Wands and this Magician, I feel, come together. I didn't lay them this way initially, but like that's energetically what they feel like. It feels like here we go with someone with the Two of Wands who's very future forward, future oriented, very much a self-starter. And I mean, that's doubled down because the Magician follows, which we'll talk about in a second. But somebody who is creative. Not necessarily artistically creative, but I mean, look at this woman. She's like, a mad scientist, but her lab is in her kitchen. So maybe some of you are like home bakers or homemakers or something like that. But regardless of what you actually do, or whoever this is, I'm saying it's you, Aries, because I feel like most of you it's you, but in other cases, this is the person Aries is dealing with, and what we were talking about before, that's where some of you Aries are. Not all of you. Like a much lesser extent of the Aries energy is here. So that's why I'm going to address the Two of Wands and the Magician as the Aries, but it does not have to be that in case you're a cross watcher or something like that, okay? But so we have somebody here who's, making roads in their life, making tracks in their life. Somebody who's deciding, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to go about getting it. Why don't you want to focus all of a sudden? There we go. Thank you. So somebody who is in the driver's seat of their own life, or in the driver's seat of this situation, or just in control. I feel like in control, in control, in control. Okay. In some cases, that is a dynamic that hurts that is a trait that hurts this dynamic between you and this other person. Because here we have someone who feels incredibly insecure, and over here we have somebody who feels incredibly secure. And that's a problem for the insecure person. Now, that's not to say whatever happens over here with this person who is more secure, that whatever they do is golden, whatever they say is golden. No, that's not what I'm saying. But because of this person's, I'm in control, I know what I'm doing, I know what I think, I know what I want, and because it's wands, they're action oriented. Wands indicate actual taking action, taking action, creating things, making something out of nothing. Very much, creation, building it from the ground up, so to speak. Versus this person's energy over here, they don't have anything, or that's how they feel about themselves, right? So even if I wanted to be just like this person over here, I don't have the same toolkit, so to speak, right? So this could be like a sibling relationship. This could be rivals, like playful rivals or like business rivals. And again, it's a problem because I think both people or both energies tend to like each other. They tend to want to get along. They tend to mix well. But at this time, one is sort of outshining the other, and that's the problem. But again, my advice is not to say to whoever's over here in the more confident, more secure energy to stop it. No, that's not the advice, not at all. And even if it was the advice, this combination wouldn't even listen to that, right? Because the magician coming up next to it is definitely self-made energy. The magician is a energy, is a card that says, I've thought of a great idea. Maybe I should move my hand out of the way. Maybe that's a problem. There we go. Okay. I had this wonderful idea. I came up with a brand new recipe of how to get stuff done in my life, or how to accomplish a specific task, how to, surmount a certain problem, and here's how I'm going to do it. And implements the doing, gets down to the nitty gritty, rolls up those sleeves, starts, kneading that dough and cutting out these little cookies and putting them in, it's just, there's no BSing around with the magician energy as it's come out in this reading for you, Aries. So we have two sides. One is very proactive. One is very, making a road for themselves, making a path for themselves where maybe there wasn't a path. That could also be what's going on over here. Someone sees opportunities and potential where another person just sees barriers and pitfalls and obstacles. This person is like, to hell with an obstacle. An obstacle has never made me stop what I was going to do. So it's like, again, I'm feeling like in some senses like a rivalry, like between siblings or like cousins or something. Now, before we move on quickly, if this is about you, just your own energy, Aries, I feel on the surface you're doing the damn thing. You're taking care of business. You're plotting your course, and you're doing what you need to do to keep yourself afloat, or to keep yourself satisfied, or to keep yourself busy. If this is some inner child stuff, you're ignoring it. And that is, again, a problem. Whoever's here, whether it's your own energy or someone else, this isolation, this feeling of isolation, even if it's self-made or self-imposed, that's a problem. And I keep saying, this is a problem, this is a problem. And I'm not going to even attempt to give you a solution. I'm just highlighting like this is the problem. And it could be how you view yourself, or how you view certain aspects of your life, certain past issues that you might have. Again, childhood wounding, inner child wounds. Whether you're aware of what they are or you care about what they are, that's regardless. But they're there. Most people have them. Whether we're aware of them or not, they're there. Yeah. But anyway, let's get some more information here. What else can we tell Aries about this reading? What else can we tell Aries regarding the situation, please? Okay. It flipped, but it didn't stay flipped. We're going to take it. And what else can we tell Aries, please, regarding the situation? I can't wait to get rid of this table. Okay. The moon. Are we going to get another one? I feel like one more wants to come out. So let's see if I'm right. That was not a flip, no. Alright. Anything else for Aries, please, regarding the situation? That's what I thought. Okay, so first one out was the Chariot, the Moon, and then the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like somewhere in this story, things are being ignored, run away from, put on the shelf, put on the back burner. And that is I don't know why I have to keep saying it that way, because I'm not trying to condescend and I'm not trying to point fingers or anything like that, but it really feels like that's the problem, is when things are not faced, they can fester. When things are not acknowledged, or people are not acknowledged, they can be, and left to kind of stew in their already sour feelings or sour situations. It can create even worse problems, right? Aries, again, not trying to point the finger, but I get the sense that there's success here between all these wands energy, or excuse me, the Ten of Wands, the Magician, and even the King of Wands in the reverse. I feel that there's some portion or some very plausible, no, that's not the right word, visual, like obvious success in this situation. Again, if this is a competition or a rivalry between brother and sister, 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 brother, brother, whatever, it's clear that one of the two people is a success to a certain degree, or they're doing something with their life to a certain degree. This person, to a certain degree, is fulfilled, or there's some aspect of their life that is fulfilling. However, there's more that is left unsaid, unattended to, that, again, you let it go for so long, it's going to eventually become an issue. Okay, if it's not a problem, it's an issue. Okay, Chariot, Major Arcana for Cancer, Moon for Pisces, and King of Wands reverse fire sign energy. You could be dealing with any of those signs or not at all. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, in case you did not know. Like, for some strange reason, like maybe in some of your cases you have like a very large gap in whatever relationship we're talking about. Friendship, parent to child, brother to sisters, siblings, where I feel possibly there's a large gap in the years between a person, right? So let's say you are a parent and you had this particular child when you were 40. By the time your child is 20, you're 60 years old. Do you get what I mean? Or there's like a decade plus between you and your next sibling or something like that. I feel a huge distance in terms of experience. Maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe that's why the two people can't really see eye to eye, because of the difference of experience. And I mean, that's without, the age gap. You can be, the same age and still have a difference of experience. But I feel this is like, in some of your cases, like generational, because I spent 20 years without having you in my life, or not in my life, but just there's just this gap between us. So the way I view life is different than how you view life. And again, that's the issue. And I'm getting that because, if I'm honest, what I'm seeing here is something that I remember experiencing when it's very frivolous. I'm not injecting myself into this reading at all, but I do recall I have an older sibling, 5 years older than me, and I recall that he went somewhere and I couldn't go, and it simply was because I was too young, and I felt really alone, even though he was coming back the same day. But I recall being a little kid and being like sobbing, crying because he went somewhere and I couldn't go with him. And I felt really abandoned in that moment. It's just something that just like popped into my head. I was like looking out the window, literally getting in the car. I'm like, don't go, don't go. And he went. Okay. So that's kind of what this visual was giving me. Like somebody who's left behind, left in the house. And I wasn't by myself or anything, so it wasn't even like close to being abandoned. Okay. But it's something like that, feeling like you're not invited to something, or someone is, maybe that's also what's going on here. FOMO, fear of missing out, right? So someone could be living their best life and someone else is just like, I'm not living my best life. I want to live my best life too. So there is possibly a little bit of jealousy here as well. And that is disempowering to somebody, to both people perhaps, or whoever's involved in this. Could be more than two people. With the King of Wands in reverse, I feel like that could be really troublesome. Like, it could be, like if you're competitors, like in a business sense, it could be you've had, or whoever's in this King of Wands in reverse energy, they had a bad quarter and you're their competitor, or their competitor had a better quarter, and now all of a sudden it's like, well, 2020 was a complete waste, and everything is just going downhill from there. It's like throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It feels very like no turning back, unforgivable also. So I don't know who you're dealing with, excuse me, not Virgo, Aries. I don't know who you're dealing with, but things need to be addressed because the moon energy talks about what's hidden, what we can't see, what's not talked about, what's not discussed, what is not admitted, you know, even if you say to someone, hey, are you jealous? Hey, are you upset? Hey, do you feel insecure standing next to me? They will say no. So not, you know, again, I did say that this could be self-imposed, this could be self-created, and it's a subjective truth. We all live with subjective truth. So this person isn't like, you know, abnormal or something like that. Everybody lives through subjective truth, but this person is making their subjective truth the objective truth, and that's not fair. Okay? Um I'm nope, no advice. They're like, nope, there's no advice. This is the story and we're going to stick with it. So Aries, that is the reading for mid-December. If you liked it, please hit the like button. If you want to leave a comment, let me know how this resonated in your life. I would love to read that comment. And feel free to share and subscribe to the channel if you have not shared or subscribed before. That'd be super cool, yeah? Aries, I'll be back next year. Cheesy little joke. Ugh. Anyway, so I'll see you guys very soon for the January 2021 readings. Again, I might be doing something on New Year's Eve, so check me out. You know, if you're just at home twiddling your thumbs on the 31st, maybe you'll see me. Maybe. And again, guys, if you want to get at me for a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Take care.